We're recording.
Okay.
All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Paranormal. We are your hosts. I am Rachel and Harold, and we have...
I'm Kaz and Spectre and Chester. Oh, Chester's actually in the frame right now. He was slowly disappearing at one point. He might fade in and out. Whatever.
I better make an appearance. And the hand is Jay's.
The weird, creepy hand.
Or it's things. Whatever you want, but whatever.
Well, interchangeable. Jay, thing, it's the same.
Starting up Harold.
Thing.
Yes, I have the boys. We'll see who speaks. Who's going to speak first? Don't let it be Harold. You guys got to say something witty to start off the evening. Don't let Harold get there first.
But yeah.
We're talking about my favorite thing. Well, it's not my most favorite, but one of my most favorite things.
Yeah, today's topic's pretty cool.
I'm excited about it.
There's nothing much new with us. We just got back from an investigation.
That was so good.
Yeah. Spruce Lane Farmhouse at Bronte Creek Provincial Park in Oakville.
Yep.
And I found out that only 2 provincial parks in our province.
Oh, your arch fiend.
He pushed.
Your arch fiend. Harold, did you push him?
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I found out that only 2 provincial parks in our province have museums, and we've officially investigated them both.
Mm-hmm. And they were both really awesome.
I thought there was more, but no, apparently not.
In our province?
In our entire province, only 2 provincial parks have museums on their property, and that is Sybil's Point and then Bronte Creek, and we've now investigated both locations.
Wow. I thought maybe like in our region, but I didn't realize in the entire province.
No,
that's crazy.
Provincial parks, yeah. So some provincial parks have some old buildings on their property.
Are you afraid, Harold? Are you afraid? What? Bring it on.
If he says eat shit.
It's
scary here.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. The boys are back in town. Okay. Let's be nice
being
now.
Ganged up on.
Everyone be nice.
Don't worry. We're going to go antique shopping soon.
I'm always looking for a girlfriend for you, Harold. I really am. But so far, no. I mean, you might not be picky, but we are.
Oh, we are very picky.
You're not just going to have some old scraggly hag doll. But yeah, there has been a few that I've looked at and I've sent them to you and you're like, absolutely not. Because of the look on their face, I'm like, yeah, she's showing up at the foot of your bed in the middle of the night. You're just going to wake up and she'll be like, hello, Rachel.
It's not me that would care. It's the one sitting next to me, not this one, the living one, who would be like, not a fucking chance in hell.
You brought enough shit home. We don't need any more.
In all honesty, though, some of them I've looked at, I'm like, the fuck happened to this thing? Like, it looks like it's
seen one the other day, and I was like, oh, I want that one. And I thought, no, someone won't let me have it. It was god awful.
Jesus. Was it Jesus? Jesus.
Or is it Jesus?
Oh, yeah, I don't ever worry about that. I just bring the stuff home and then I go, what? Except when I need to use his truck to cram original church pews in the back because they won't fit.
Yours says Jesus. Harold said hellfire.
I still remember when you went to go pick those up, actually.
Oh my God. I know. If they had a fit in my car, he would never have known until one day he goes in the barn and he's like, I don't remember church pews being here before. I'd be like,
when are we becoming a church?
Yeah. But if I can not have to use his truck, there's this beautiful Victorian couch I want to pick up, but I need his truck for it.
Will it fit in ours?
I don't know. I got to get the dimensions, but then I'm like, I don't have anywhere to put it other than the barn, and it will get
Said
Did he say
Nell.
Oh no. I was like, did he say no?
No, Nell.
Yeah. It would have to sit in the barn, and I think it would get eaten by the mice.
Yeah. Oh, that's the one you were talking about on the weekend, right?
Yes, it
Super
has
pretty.
like 2 little rips in it, but it's original.
Oh, whatever.
And I can fix the rips. But I love it. Anyways,
You know
let's
what
get
we're gonna
talking.
do this summer? We're gonna go to Picton, and we're gonna go to all the antique places out in Picton. Then I'll take you to the cemetery.
Okay. Done.
We'll go visit my family.
Great.
It's a beautiful cemetery. You'll love it.
Beware of the woman at the cemetery. Yeah. Wait. Oh no.
Oh no!
There's
He
the
said
witch.
Nell. He said Nell, like
Oh.
Nell, like a woman's name, like Nell, like Nelly.
Yes.
And he's beware of the woman.
Now, isn't in Picton, what was that one? We did a story of it. The church is really close to the water. No. There's one, I think it's out in Picton. No, it's not. It's closer to Kingston.
Oh, Hay Bay?
Yeah. I think it's that one. One of my clients told me about, it has the little, it's like a campground, but it has a little like museum-y village there that you've done one on. Okay.
That's Adolphus Town.
Okay, that's it. And it has the little cemetery, and there's the witch's grave in the cemetery.
Yeah.
That's what I was like, beware of the woman. Yeah.
Lover.
But it's another one.
Lover.
Okay. But I am a lover of the topic we're about to talk about. Oh, good segue, Harold.
Because today's topic is Ouija boards. Everybody's favorite topic. It's either you love them or you hate them. There's really no in between. Right, Harold?
There's
no in betweens. So
thanks, Harold. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah. I love them.
I guess the boys over there don't have any opinions on them.
Do you guys like the Ouija boards? So I actually originally had them holding the Ouija board, but it wouldn't stay. It just kept like toppling and falling because it's cursed.
That's a good one.
Okay.
I ain't touching this shit.
It shouldn't be. That's what I felt like. They were like pushing it off. And I'm like, chill out, boys. Now mine is, I have a couple of Ouija boards. I have a lot of Ouija stuff. And they're both like used ones. So, but I clear them. They're fine.
See, I have
or they're cursed. I don't know.
I have a fancy one that has
yours is beautiful.
Yeah. The only destruction. I was gonna say Kaz has seen it, but it hasn't seen mine. She's seen one at Wildwood that is mine, but Wildwood has one as well. Mine currently
Allison, no.
Mine currently doesn't have the planchette on it. The planchette is elsewhere, so it doesn't decide to talk to itself. But it's just currently holding all my Bath and Body Works stuff. So it's decorative and it smells good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it came from Green Earth, like when Green Earth was a store.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got all of like really old English like lettering on it. So sometimes it's really hard to see. And the last time we used it, the ghost was like, I can't use this. I can't understand what letters are.
I don't speak cursive.
Literally, because we were like, are you having a hard time using this board? Because you can't.
So now it just watches from the dark. It does actually, probably.
Listen, we watch from the dark.
Well, I'm just going to start because I love this topic. And I want to start off by saying, I feel compelled to say it.
No.
Ouija boards.
Snow.
Wyatt. I'm sorry.
Snow. Quiet. Quiet snow. I don't know. It wasn't quiet snow yesterday.
Or maybe Harold's like, oh, snow. And they're like, quiet.
Shut up, little
say
one.
that word anymore. Or they're telling me to be quiet because I'm about to talk about Ouija boards. Okay. Anyways, I'm just going to say, they're neither good nor bad. They're just basically for suffering. They're just inanimate objects for fun or for spiritual work, or in the wrong hands for idiots to try and summon demons or whatever. But
Bliss.
what did it say?
To summon bliss.
Well, yes, originally that was exactly what they were supposed to be used for. As with anything, though, if you put them in the wrong hands, they can be used for other sources, other devices. A lot of people become extremely dramatic when they see a Ouija board. Like I know a lot of people that, and that's mostly because Hollywood's portrayal of this device. But most people don't realize that the most feared occult object in the world was originally used for self-improvement and connecting to a higher power. And then it was sold as a family board game because, let's sit around, kids, and talk to grandma. So in ancient times, it was a tool for connecting to your higher self and used to help heal from within. Yes. Are you amazed? I'm amazed too. But it's a great thing. And then Hollywood came along with, the influence of a certain religion that we're not going to talk about. And they did what they do best, which is to demonize anything that is not following that religion and anything that would help you help yourself. So then they demonized it. So now everyone's like, oh, summon things. I absolutely love Ouija decor. Like I really love the look of it, the aesthetics of it. I think it's great. I have a coffee table, an end table, signs.
Listen, I would love to
boards,
have a room.
Shirts.
I like my background.
Yes. I have no problem putting this stuff out on display at all, touching it. It does not bother me in any way, shape. Where are you guys going?
We're just free floating.
You were like,
we're free floating here. That's what my laptop likes to do now. It follows. So if I leave the picture, Harold becomes center of attention.
It was like you were off in your own dimension for a second. Bye guys.
Literally in space, floating around, no gravity.
Oh my God. So Ouija boards that
you remind me of someone.
You remind me of someone. What's
they cremated my body and you remind me of someone. Do I remind you of cremated remains? How dare you?
Nickelback?
Oh dear.
The stomach's gone way off the rails already.
As always. Okay, so the name Ouija, which we're going to get into soon, is actually not what they were ever. I know you like to come here because we're the best, and you have a lot of fun when you're here. Feel free to chime in too, Chester. You're just hanging out on the end there. So, originally called spirit boards or talking boards, but a Ouija board is a flat board marked with letters, numbers, and words like yes, no, goodbye, hello. And players lightly rest their fingers on a movable pointer called a planchette, which is this thing right here. If you're watching, if you're not watching, you have no idea what I'm holding. It's a planchette, which is supposed to spell out messages. So my planchette has like a magnifying glass. So this would be over the letter or the number, but some of them are just plain and it's the pointy thing that points to them or whatever goes over. I've played a Ouija board. I did it with my son when I got my first one. I'm like, come play. He was little. He had no idea what was going on. But I've never actually sat down and done an actual Ouija board.
Fortune.
And I've never had my fortune told either. All right. So
my mom and dad bought my brother and I a Ouija board. But we were only allowed to play it outside on the back porch. We weren't allowed to bring it in our house. I don't know.
Oh my God. My parents would never have bought me one. Only because I am aware you're here. Are you talking? Oh, Chester. That's Chester chiming in. Remember when I was like, you're just hanging out by yourself today. I'm aware you're here, Chester. Thanks. Kisses. Okay. So The very first earliest known origins of spirit/talking board, so this is predating the word Ouija, was around 1100 AD in China. So the practice was called Fuji, which is planchette writing, and was used during the Song Dynasty. Participants used a planchette-like tool to write messages believed to come from spirits. And this is the earliest well-documented system. What?
Corruption, you're a nightmare.
Gratitude.
And now I
So-
think they're talking to each other.
Of course. You guys can battle it out. I don't mind. We're going to have a whole session where you guys do that, or a whole podcast. So maybe don't interrupt. So there are reports.
Fiendish.
I am fiendish. You better watch it, young man.
Lurches.
Some historians point to ancient Greece or Rome using divination tools like pendulums and oracle systems, but these did not have boards with letters on them. So they were the same thing effectively, they just weren't board shaped. In the 1700s and 1800s in Europe, so before talking boards became really common, people practiced automatic writing, and they used devices like planchette pointing things. So again, they didn't really have boards with letters on them per se. It was more freehand messages. But the real turning point came with the rise of spiritualism, which was in and around the 1840s. Belief in communicating with the dead become widespread. Say, hit. You want me to hit him? I'll hit him. I'll take you out. Come on, Harold, bring it out.
They're fighting now.
I think that's what it was. He's like, I'll hit you. So, starting around the 1840s, belief in communication with the dead become widespread, and seances became popular in North America and Europe.
I worked here.
You worked at a seance? Maybe. I don't know what you were doing in that haunted home of yours, but maybe there was a seance.
He's working
So-
hard.
People used table turning and tipping, knocking, rapping, and automatic writing, but these methods were often slow and complicated and required a medium/fake con artist to do that. In the late 1800s, the first true talking boards made an appearance. People in the US began using homemade talking boards, letters, and writing on surfaces. A pointer or glass was used to spell the messages, and this was the direct precursor to the Ouija board.
I died in my sleep.
You died in your sleep?
He worked here and then he died in his sleep.
Wow. I hope that's not like some sarcastic thing like, you're so boring, I just died in my sleep.
Nah.
Whatever,
not like
Harold. So in 1886, the first media mention became from newspapers reported on talking boards being used in Ohio. This was one of the first documented references to something very close to the modern Ouija board. In 1890, the Ouija board appears. The modern Ouija board was
little boy likes you.
introduced. Oh, all right. I take back what I said, Harold. You're all right.
Which is this little boy or some other little boy?
Yeah. Well, who knows? So the modern Ouija board was introduced in 1890 and then patented in 1891. There wasn't necessarily a single inventor, but the key figures include Elijah Bond, who patented the board, Charles Kennard, who was the founder of the company that produced it, Helen Peters Noseworthy, who was the medium involved in naming it, and William Flood, later popularized and mass marketed it, often wrongly being called the inventor, but he was not the inventor. So let's see. So Charles Kennard was a Baltimore-based businessman, not a spiritual leader or a mystic, more of a promoter and an interpreter. In 1890, he founded the Kennard Novelty Company, and his goal was to capitalize on the massive popularity of spiritualism at the time. He saw talking boards already being used informally and thought, how do we turn this into a profit? What a surprise. Elijah Bond was a lawyer and an inventor and an equal partner. He filed the first patent for the Ouija board in 1890. The patent didn't claim supernatural powers. It described a novelty device. However, during the patent process, a story emerged that the board itself spelled out the word Ouija, and this is how the name came into existence. Helen Peters Noseworthy was said to be a medium. She was credited with helping naming the board. Allegedly, they asked the board what it could be used, what it should be called, and it spelled the name Ouija. Later, she claimed it meant good luck through linguistically, that meant that meaning is questionable, likely part of the mystique. So basically, a bunch of words were put together and they're like, oh, this is the name and it means good luck.
You know what okay. I don't know if you have this little tidbit and I'm sorry if I blow it, but do you know what Ouija actually means? We is French for yes, and ja is, was it German?
Jessica.
Not for Jessica.
Is
ja.
Jessica.
Ja is German for yes. So it is a ya board. It's a yes board.
So that was one of the things that came up. And they haven't, this is the thing. There's nothing really any defining thing as to what it is. Basically, it was just gobbledygook that came out and they made up a bunch of shit that was like, oh, it's this and this. But that adds to, you're safe here. That adds to the allurement of it and the mystery of it, because it's like, what does it mean?
Died a long time ago.
Jessica died a long time ago.
Well, Jessica, last name Jessica will find you. Maybe. Tell us through the Ouija board. Spell it out. So William, what is he? I'm generous.
We're generous.
I allow you to touch my. No, we're not going there. We're not going there with a certain person sitting
you got
just
all
off screen.
Excited for nothing.
I was killed. Jessica, was this you still? Did you die a long time ago because you were killed? Anyways. So, William Flood was initially an employer at the Kennard's company, later took over the production and became the face of the Ouija board. He's often mistaken as the inventor, but all he did was mass produce the board, marketed it aggressively, and it became a household name. By the early 1900s, the Ouija board was a mainstream consumer product. Now, sort of in between the Song Dynasty and today's Ouija board, the talking boards that we use in between spirit boards were often really used as a way to connect with your inner self and your higher power. So most of the time, not most of the time, we always know what we need, what we want, what's going to help us, and what is sinister. But consciously, we might not allow ourselves to come up with the answer because whatever, we're scared. It's fear. Change is always scary. So people would connect to their higher power using the spirit board. So basically, they would believe that something else is telling them the answer, but it was really themselves. This is kind of what it was used for. And then they would avoid doing that. So the Ouija board didn't appear out of nowhere, of course, and it was a product of its time. And during the spiritualist movement, it exploded the most because people were all about spirits and connecting with them. They believed that the dead could communicate with the living, and seance tables and automatic writing and having mediums was really popular. And so having something that you could then do yourself, you didn't have to rely on going elsewhere with someone else. This was key. That's what kind of really got them popular. Of course, with the Ouija board, It wasn't saying necessarily that it would 100% connect to ghosts, but they, realized that people wanted to connect with spirits and they wanted a simple and reliable way to do it at home. And so it came with a standardized board, a movable pointer, clear rules that anyone could follow. And then after a certain movie, it turned into a demonic, horrific thing that people now are terrified when they see it. Just its existence. I know people that won't go into a room if a Ouija board is there. They won't touch the box. They automatically assume that demons are waiting. I'm like, what?
Listen, I made my own board a few times. Like,
you are worthy of making your own board.
Baby.
Aww.
And when we, like I said, and I'm pretty sure I've told this story before, maybe, when Jay and I moved into our first apartment in the south end of Oshawa, we had obviously walked through it first to make sure it was going to be something that, for our first apartment, looked through everything. We wanted to know how big the closets were, looked through the closets, everything was good. It was already empty when we were looking at it, right? And when we moved in, like the day we moved in, I opened up the closet in like the master bedroom and there was a fucking Ouija board in there. You know where
That's
that board
something
went?
I would do.
That board went straight to the garbage because I don't know who's touched it, right? I don't know who's been playing with it. I was already doing this paranormal stuff, so it wasn't anything new to me, but it went straight to that garbage bin. And then I was pretty sure that there was a man out there all the time watching me from that garbage bin.
I live on.
I live on!
You betrayed him.
He lives on!
He was probably like, oh, thank God, someone that's actually going to talk to me. And you're like, not today, bitch. And now he's like, wow, thanks a lot.
But
some paranormal investigator you are.
But like I said, I didn't know who touched it, so I didn't know if it was cleansed or if it was used for good. I didn't want any of that. I didn't even want it. I just gone. And then I got a ghost garbage man.
Ghost garbage man.
I used to see him all the time.
Named Joe.
It's South Oshawa. I could
Many happy memories.
See?
I have many happy memories of that apartment.
All these things he wanted to share with you, and you just booted his ass out. Evicted that bitch.
Damn.
Wow. I would have loved it. I would have loved it. Would have no problem at all whatsoever if I found a Ouija board. I would maybe leave a Ouija board. I'd paint it on the inside of the closet before I left just to fucking freak someone out. As a joke.
Oh my God. I'm going to start doing that.
I saw the funniest meme the other day. It was, so at someone's funeral, you know how you get those little flyers, and it has the Ouija board inside. It's like, stay connected. Keep in contact.
It's going to be
like, I'd love that. That would
give everybody spirit boxes.
Yeah. Which brings you into your thing right there. Take it away.
So I'm going to talk about two things, right? So you've already hit on the good versus evil, like is it good, is it evil? But I'm going to hit on the one thing that people consistently think what Ouija boards actually do or are. And that is, are Ouija boards actually
disgust. People are disgusted with it.
Yes. Are Ouija boards actually
I am Desdemona.
Portals?
Oh, Desdemona.
So are Ouija boards actually portals? So let's talk about one of the biggest claims in the paranormal world. So are Ouija boards actually portals? Because if the internet is to be believed, every time someone pulls one out, they're basically opening a supernatural door and handing out. No. Don't believe the internet. All right, so they're basically opening a supernatural door and handing out invitations like it's a house party for ghosts. So is that what is actually happening? All right, so let's get into this. So let's start with the idea of a portal. Okay, in paranormal terms. So in a paranormal term, a portal is usually described as some kind of doorway or gateway between our world and another. a place or method that allows spirits or entities to come through more easily. Some people believe these can exist naturally in certain locations, while others think they can be created intentionally or not. And that is where Ouija boards come in. So for those who believe in the paranormal side of things, the argument is that a Ouija board isn't just a tool for communication, it's an invitation. You're not dialing a specific number, you're basically saying, "Hi, anyone out there want to talk?" And depending on your beliefs, that openness is what could potentially Pat? No. Pat wants to talk. And depending on your beliefs, that openness is what could potentially create a doorway, or at least the opportunity for one. But here's the flip side. There's no solid evidence that Ouija boards physically knocks. Yeah, they don't knock. So there's no solid evidence that Ouija boards physically open anything. There's no measurable energy spike, no visible tear in reality, no ghost casually stepping through like, "Thanks for the invite." From a scientific standpoint, what's happening can usually be explained.
They're standing around you.
Oh, so what? So from a scientific
This is the
standpoint,
garbage man and his
No.
friends.
whatever. What's happening can usually be explained by the I'm gonna get this right. The ideomotor effect, which is subtle unconscious movement guiding the planchette. So if nothing is physically opening, why do so many people feel like something has? This is where things kind of get interesting. So because even a Ouija board, even if I should say a Ouija board isn't a literal portal, it can absolutely feel like one. You're sitting in a quiet room, focused, maybe a little nervous, asking questions into the unknown and watching answers appear under your fingertips. Your brain is locked in, your expectations are high, and suddenly every little noise, every shift in the atmosphere.
Devil was here.
The devil was here.
And then the devil comes there.
Every shift in the atmosphere feels amplified. Now layer belief on top of that. So if you go into thinking you're opening a door, your experience is going to reflect that. And if something unusual happens, even if it's really small, that can reinforce the idea fast. So for some people, that turns into the feeling that something followed them, something attached, or something changed. And whether that's psychological, environmental, or something
You are connected.
Thanks. Fully understand, as Chester disappears, the experience is very real to them. Like, he is literally disappearing as I talk.
I know, Chester. Oh, there you go. He's back. I just did call his name. And her bird.
Oh my goodness. So are Ouija boards actually portals? Maybe not in the literal glowing doorway sense, but they can act like a conceptual portal, something that opens people up mentally and emotionally to the idea of contact. And once that door is open in your mind, everything on the other side of that belief suddenly feels a lot closer. So the real question might not be whether the board opens a portal, it's whether you do. And honestly, that might be way more powerful and way more unpredictable than any piece of cardboard ever could be. See? See, it's all about how you use it. But now I'm going to go. What?
More energy. That's right.
I am going to talk about more energy. Because now I'm going to talk about Ouija boards versus the ghost box. Is there actually a difference? Because we get asked this all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. All right. So let's panic. All right. Let's settle this, or at least make it more confusing in a fun way. What's the difference between using a Ouija board and using a PSB7 ghost box? And more importantly, is there an actual difference at all? Now I got to find my other sheet. Where is it? Oh, yes,
leave them in suspense.
I know. I forgot to flip the page over. All right. Because on the surface, they're both doing the same thing. They're trying to communicate with something you can't see, hear, or prove that it is even there. But how they go about it is completely different. So let's start with the Ouija board, obviously. A Ouija board is hands-on, literally. You've got your fingers on the planchet, you're asking questions, and you're watching letters get spelled out in real time. The experience is slow, deliberate, and very interactive. Sleep. You are part of the process every second. Chester, quit disappearing.
He's just gonna be in and out. There he goes. He's back. See?
All right. And that's where the biggest criticism actually comes in. Science points to something called the
Chair.
It points to a chair. And I'm gonna say, I don't know why I can't pronounce this tonight. The ideomotor effect. So basically, that's your brain making tiny unconscious movements without you realizing it.
You are appreciated.
You're appreciated. Continue.
While it feels like something external is guiding the planchet, it could very well be you or the group or a mix of expectations and subtle influence. So now let's talk about the PSP7 Ghost Box. This is a completely different vibe. Instead of physically moving something, the Ghost Box rapidly scans radio frequencies, creating a stream of white noise and fragmented audio. And the idea is that spirits can manipulate those sounds to form words or responses, as we've all heard through the Ghost Box.
Thank you for listening. You are appreciated.
You are appreciated again.
Oh,
Thank
cool.
you for listening.
I
You are
always
appreciated. To our listeners out there.
So instead of seeing the answers like you do on a Ouija board, you're actually hearing them, obviously. So here's where this debate heats up. Supporters of the Ghost Box argue that it removes human influence, so you're not touching anything that's spelling out letters. You ask a question, and if you
God
hear
protects this place.
God protects this place.
Whoa.
You ask a question, and if you hear a clear, relevant response come through the noise, it feels more external, more independent. But
Alone.
God protects this place alone. Anyways, but skeptics will jump in and immediately say you're still dealing with radio waves. The device is literally scanning real stations, so music, talk shows, random chatter, and your brain is trying to make sense of it. It's called pareidolia.
Snooker table.
It's not called a snooker table. It's called pareidolia. It's called a snooker table. Where we find patterns and randomness. Yeah, that's a snooker table. So that clear voice you heard, it might just be your brain stitching together fragments into something meaningful. So now we've got two tools. One where your body... What?
I see the lights.
Oh, so you got two tools. One where your body might be influencing the outcome, and one where your brain might be interpreting the outcome. So pick your poison. So here's an interesting part. Both tools rely heavily on the user's mindset.
Yeah.
So with a Ouija board, your expectations and group dynamics can shape the experience. With a Ghost Box, your perception and interpretation play a huge role. In both cases, belief, focus, and environment can completely change what happens. And in both cases, people will walk away convinced that they've had real communication.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It happens.
The children are heard.
The children are heard. So is there an actual difference? Technically, yes. One is tactile and visual. The other is auditory and electronic. One is rooted in human movement, and the other is external signal scanning. But fundamentally, they are both tools trying to answer the same question. Is something there, and can it respond? And neither one has been scientifically proven to do that. So whether you're sliding a planchet across a board or listening to voices and static, the real experience comes down to interpretation. And maybe that's why this debate never really ends. Because no matter which method you use, you're still standing in the same place, somewhere between curiosity and the unknown.
Absolutely.
And when people ask us, they're mostly because they're really curious as to why we work with the Ghost Box compared to a Ouija board type thing. And we always just say it's because it's running, because a Ouija board uses your energy and the Ghost Box uses batteries. So I'm kind of, switching one energy source for another.
Shot.
Shot and dread. It's also a lot smaller than a Ouija board, so it fits nicely in a backpack.
Yeah, I don't think we could do an Estes method with a Ouija board.
No.
Can you imagine?
We could try. But
Helen.
Okay, Helen, thanks for coming. So I mean, the only reason really that a Ouija board got demonized was because of religious backlash. So many Christian groups labeled the occult tools, portals to spirits demonic. Again, because it wasn't something they could really control. So they wanted to get their little 2 cents in. And then a popular movie in 1973 came out called The Exorcist, if you don't know. And it portrayed a child becoming possessed after using one. So that was highly influential in making people associate Ouija boards with demonic possession.
You're in the satanic panic area.
Right. And then era. So yeah, the 60s and 70s cultural fears. So rising interest in Satanism, true crime, and the paranormal were amplified without knowing much about it. And so it was just scary, and then it was able to label it demonic. And so Ouija boards happen to basically become the face of things that can cause demonic possession. In today's society, we have so many devices now that it's a little more mainstream, but trust me, I'm sure there's still Christian groups out there who think that all of the things we have are demonic and summoning demons and all these other things. Like, how many times have we used these devices, these apps?
I seen a posting somewhere recently on somebody that we know is like, I don't know who it was, but someone was just like, you got to be careful, those ghosts will get you. I'm thinking, what the fuck? Stream. I was like, listen,
I control this place.
You control this place? Easy now.
Like, listen, no ghost is gonna get you. Like, seriously, like, there's no. Why do they want this? Like, what are they gonna get? Nothing.
We've been in some pretty scary places, but not scary because I feel like there's a demon, mainly because I don't believe in it. I don't think we've ever been to a place where I have thought the devil is here. You have to remember, spirits have personalities the same as people do. And there's some really crusty asshole people out there. And I think that sometimes spirits come across that way.
If you are crusty in life, you are crusty in death.
Or even just like, how many times have we been to Lang's and Mr. Fitzpatrick, sometimes he's charming, other times he's an asshole because he's like, fuck off. Like, I'm sick of another group coming in and coming into my house and being like, say your name, show yourself. And he's just like, get the fuck out of my house. I maybe don't blame him. He's not demonic. He's not about to attach himself to you. He's just not politely, telling you to get the fuck out of his place.
It's
Other
just
times he's nice.
It's just like when somebody knocks on your door and you go and answer it and you talk to them for 5 minutes, you walk away, and then some other person comes and knocks on your door. You're like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Exactly. Now, we've done lots of episodes where there are things that are not human spirits that might be otherworldly, maybe, that maybe have other. Yeah, see, it's someone else. It's not a ghost. But we're not summoning anything. Like, I don't know. I don't believe in it. If you do, that's great too. But
I don't believe in it either. Like, I don't believe. I went to Catholic school and I don't believe in demons.
And the bottom line is, if you do believe in that and you believe that a Ouija board can open things, then you just don't play with that and you'll be fine.
And us as a paranormal team, we don't really say, oh, you should or you shouldn't. It's your choice. You figure that out. If your beliefs say no and you don't feel comfortable, then stick with it. If you want to try it and see what happens, go for it. We don't tell you what to do. We share our experiences and go from there. And our experiences are weird and good. Like, hey, when I was Scarlet. When I was
demonstrate.
10.
Can you demonstrate what you're saying?
When I was 10, I was at a friend's birthday, and there was like,
It's so quiet here.
you were really chatty all of a sudden there, dude. There was like, I don't know, 6 or 7 of us. And Christopher was not there. I don't even know Christopher.
He was corrupted.
Well, maybe he was. I don't know. Anyways, we were all like hanging out. We're like, oh, what do we do? Like, it's a sleepover. It's a slumber party. And I was like, let's make a Ouija board. So we made one out of cardboard and one glass. And they're like, well, Rachel, you know what it is. You make one. And I was like, I'm 10. Like, this is where my brain was at 10. Or I don't know. I was preteen. I'm going to say I was a tween. So I made one and we were all playing with it. And of course, this is the 90s. So what do? Oh, we need to talk and see if we can talk to Kurt Cobain. Because that's literally when you're 10, that's where your mind goes in the 90s. Like,
of course.
So we're like moving, the plants is moving around, and we're like, oh, we're talking to Kurt Cobain. And then something happened, and people are like, oh, this is getting a little scary. And I was wearing this like gold like cross, and I was like, oh yeah, and I touched it, and it pulled right off my neck and went right across the room. And I've never seen a bunch of girls scream and run up those stairs so fast, including me. And then I was like, necklace. So after like 10 minutes of all of us trying to convince each other, we went back down and got my necklace. And the whole class was amazing. Cool. But then, the next day, all the other girls left, and it was just
killing.
Me. We weren't killing. It was just me and my friend. And we were just, her parents had gone out with her brother. So we're at that age where we could stay home alone. So yeah, so I must have been like 12. I don't fucking know.
Listen, it was the 90s or whatever it was. Yeah. It doesn't matter if you were 10 and stayed home alone. It was fun.
Frank. Anyways.
You were with Frank.
Probably at this point. We were just chilling in her dining room area, and we were just talking about stuff. And she's sitting in front of me, and I'm sitting directly across from her, and the big giant like house plant that was sitting behind her just fell over, and we're like, just had to cut outside and waited for her parents for the rest of the day.
That's too funny.
Now I would have been like, how did that fall over? Was it wind? Was it the cat?
Exactly.
Was it the dog? Oh my gosh. No, at 12 I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, it's a ghost. It's a house plant falling over.
Isabella.
It was Isabella. Frank and
Isabella the ghost. Well, the same thing. So when I lived in a haunted house, and I was not alone. That's correct. And my sister and I had, my dad had made us each like a big chalkboard. And so we decided, actually, I don't know if my sister was there or not. I think I just decided to do a Ouija board. So I made one on this chalkboard, and then I had to go down, I think to have lunch. And when I came back upstairs, there was like a squiggle of chalk going down the board. I can't remember. It might have pointed to a letter, but it wouldn't have like spelled anything out. And for the longest time, I was like, who's writing on it? Meanwhile, Mick, we haven't had that name before. Interesting.
Like Mick Jagger?
No, is his spelled like that or just M-I-C?
No, he's M-I-C-K, but he's very much alive.
Have you seen him lately?
Listen,
pretty sure it's a weekend at Bernie's job.
Listen, that's Keith Richards, man. That guy's going to live forever.
It's both of them. Listen, they are making an excellent claim for alcohol and hard drugs. Like,
I know.
They've pretty much taxidermied themselves at this point, I think. So, fuck it.
That could be a whole other podcast.
It should be. The dead are walking, and they're English.
The environment?
And part of the environment.
The fall killed me.
What are you guys talking about?
Falling down killed them.
To finish my story, essentially, I'm sure as I left, the chalk just rolled down the thing, but it looked like something had written it. So at the time, I'm like, the ghosts are talking. Now I'm just like, oh, logically, it's this.
And that's all. ghosts and write me a letter.
Yeah. And like I said, I've only ever played a Ouija board once, which I wasn't even thinking. And nothing happened. I've seen people do it once before and people start screaming and running away. It's someone fucking around.
Hey, we have a trip coming up in a few weeks in May. Should we bring
I
one?
can bring one. I'm happy to bring one.
Okay.
Because I think everyone that will be with us would be cool to do it. Again, no one's sitting there being like,
when we go away, you and I. Because that's in like 4 or 5
that's sooner. That's yeah. Okay, I'll bring mine because I'm fine with that. We'll go do it in the women's washroom where the old pervy guy is.
Don't worry about us, guys. We're just talking to the dead.
Someone comes in and we're sitting on the toilet and we both just stop and look at them.
One flush for yes. 2 for no.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. They'd either love it or not. But
Inspiration.
it is inspiration. There, we do have inspiration for that.
Perfect.
I have a blanket that is a Ouija board blanket, so I could just bring that technically, and then I don't have to
We're
add
just
it.
gonna roll around. Oh my god.
Oh gosh,
Now we're tired still.
I know. It hasn't even been a like crazy busy day for me. I just
No.
feel like
No.
I'm just ready for bed, boys.
I think a lot of it has to do with the weekend. Like I just feel that time slowed down a lot on Saturday. Like a lot.
For you, meanwhile, I felt like we'd been there for like when we left, and it was only 9 o'clock. I thought it was like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
They found my body.
They found my body.
Well, I don't know if we did, but it was a weird,
I know, no, literally. It felt like
wonderful, but it was a
time slowed down. Like slowed down. Like when I looked at my watch and it was only 5:30.
I'm a man.
They found my
Thank you for
body.
clarifying it.
It was like super weird. It felt like it took forever to get to 8:30 to do that live video.
It was really weird. But the good thing is I felt like we got home in a flash, and maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think I nodded off because I'm pretty sure Allison was talking the whole time and I think I was interacting with her. But I don't know, maybe I wasn't. Maybe I fell asleep halfway through.
Well, it wasn't raining and I didn't hit any traffic, and I was
Don't provoke us.
Don't provoke us. And I wasn't excessively
Well, you were excessively scared. It's quite funny. I think that's probably what kept us awake. But yeah, it was strange. It was very strange that what is always really interesting is how everything suddenly just stops and we know, okay, it's time, we're done.
Mm-hmm.
And we deserve to leave. And that's what happened. It was like all of a sudden, the energy of the house just went quiet. Nothing was really happening anymore. And we're like, okay. Which was right around the time we had to be done anyways. But
and you damn well know that they had seances in that parlor room.
Oh, of course they did. Look at it.
There was definitely some stuff that happened.
It was built for that. I wish they had it set up like the funeral that he was saying when they have tours go through. Ah, that would be beautiful.
They should. They really should, because they talk about how he was laid out in that parlor room for his visitation, for his wake. So they should really just have that.
Did you not hear Andrew talk about when they do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Because they close those sliding doors.
Caroline. Yeah.
And I'm like, why don't you do that? Why didn't you have? Where's the coffin? Like, where do you keep it?
And he was also telling us, and it's funny because, like I said, we should probably. I think we're gonna do another one, like the whole Victorian like spiritualism thing, for a topic. But he was telling us while you guys were upstairs in the attic, he was telling us about the ghost walks that they had there and what they used to do before, which was a lot of parlor tricks. I learned how to do some.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciation.
Yeah, you could give James White a run for his money then.
Probably could at this point. I give him a run for listen, I give him a run for his money, even when I'm not even trying, because he was terrified of me.
I bet.
You know.
Anyways, to wrap up tonight, because otherwise we will keep going, and it's already like
I know.
almost past my bedtime.
This past
So to summarize, Ouija boards are fine. They're fine. And Amelia, what did you say? Emilia? That's a kind of cool way of saying it. But anyways, whoever that chick is agrees with me.
well, if it's Amelia, it's from the Beck house.
The bad man is here.
And the bad man is here with Amelia. Okay. Well, anyways, I bet they would have done seances in the Beck house too.
Oh, well, one. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I
Oh,
think
yeah,
so.
for sure. Prominent families would have done seances, and they would have had mediums or table tipping or Ouija boards.
Yeah.
If I could find a Ouija board from like the early 1900s, I'd be in heaven.
I see them a lot.
The
'Cause I'm
land.
always like and they're like vintage Wednesday, and I'm like, that's the exact same one I've got from Hashbro, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I
Like,
can burn the edges on that and make it look vintage.
exactly. I'm like, mhm.
I'll leave it out
And
in the sun for the entire
I'm
summer.
like, how do you know? Unless it's being handed down in the family. You have to be careful, people. You really do. If the planchette is plastic, it's not vintage Victorian.
No, it's retro 80s.
Yeah, I also saw this it was like a desk thing, and it was like, this is ancient. It was from such and such. It's really cool. And it does look like it's an old desk. There is some inscribed stuff on it, and it does have like Ouija stuff on it. Now, the way they're making it sound is like it's Jesus crafted this thing and like doing it. And they want like $1,000 for it. And I'm like, bro.
No.
I don't know. Like, I have a Ouija board, like a coffee table that someone made. They actually like hand painted it into this Ouija board. I should have taken a picture of it. It's currently got a bunch of my other Ouija stuff and other ghosty stuff on it. And it's dusty because it's by the fire. So I just was like, I can't be bothered to clean it up.
Let's see.
But it's beautiful. And I love that. I know it's not old. I mean, the table's old, but it's not. But I love the aesthetics of Ouija.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
And I don't have much Ouija stuff. I have pants. I've got shot glasses. I've got a spatula, a Ouija spatula, and a cookie cutter. And it's still, the Spirit Halloween special is what it is.
Of course.
That is all I have. I did have like a lanyard, but I wore that out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have my fancy Ouija board.
Exactly. And I have unique things board. Like that.
I think it's out in the living room underneath the coffee table. It's weird.
Is killed.
It's weird. It's got like a little like glass planchette. Maybe I'll bring it when we go away.
Yeah, maybe bring that one.
And it's got like numbers and letters and zodiac signs and like flowers and trees and.
Mm-hmm. We hear you. Calm down. We gotta. I know. I love anything unique. Well, the little dress that I got is like a little pinafore dress with a Ouija board on it. What? Okay. So anything along those lines. I like little unique different things. I would like it if it was originally in vintage and all that stuff, but I'm not opposed to if it's like a one of a kind handmade thing, I like it too.
Yeah.
And
we're gonna go shopping for it.
Yeah.
Emergency.
It's an emergency. I'm not overly like, oh, who touched it and do whatever. That doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
Because I know that I can cleanse it, and I know that I can.
Well, see, I would have kept it, but I had a psychic friend at the time
who gave you an answer.
You need to get rid of it because you don't know where it came from, and I'm not feeling anything good off of it. So that's why we chucked it. So, but if I was going to buy one, like at an antique store, it'd be a little different because that's me wanting to purchase the weirdness, not the weirdness
Ma.
deciding. Fuck you.
What did you say?
He said mock, not moth, mock. Anyways, but yeah, as I was saying, I would go, because I'm purchasing it, right? Like the weirdness, I'm finding a weirdness, not the weirdness found me.
Oh, see, I would be the opposite.
The weirdness finds me all the time. It's just I don't want that weird. I didn't want that weirdness at the time.
I love it when stuff like that happens. So I had a client who canceled last minute this morning. So I had like an hour and a half to do nothing. And I was like, oh, I'm going to zip over to the library. I wanted to get a book on something. Why do they float again? What does that mean? We all float down here.
Stupid.
So I go over to the library and I got the book that I was looking at. And then this other book caught my eye. And I picked it up and it was called The Ritual of Life or something. I don't know. I pick it up. I open it up and it has a pterodactyl, one of those things you put in the window, whatever they're called. You put them in the window, like little sunlight thing.
A sun catcher?
Yes. And I was like, what the fuck? But I'm like, this is great. My daughter loves like dinosaur shit. So I messaged her. I'm like, look what I found in this book. And she's like, oh my God. I literally have wanted to get a sun catcher for a while. And of course, she loves dinosaurs. And I'm like, what the fuck? I love that shit. I love it. Whereas people are like, oh, it's demonic. Someone touched it. Whatever. Fuck off. I love it. Maybe it's meant to be for you.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Oh.
If you are a good person and you exude positivity, then you will change the chemistry of whatever it is and create into a positive light. If you think, oh, this is demonic and it's going to hurt me, then okay, it will. It's like hexes. They only work if you believe them.
You manifest it too, right?
Yeah, exactly. So if I fucking went to a house and it had a Ouija board and the thing, I'd be like, I'll take it. Where's my checkbook? I'd love it.
Mr.
Like
Robinson.
when me and Kathy, when you picked me up, I don't know where we were going. King City. No. Yeah, King City. We were going to King City that night, and you picked me up, and there was that crazy weird cow toy thing sitting in the middle of the road that you had just come down. I think about that every fucking time I go down that road, and I'm like, why didn't we stop? That was
a
for
long
us.
time ago.
It was
Mr.
someone who
Robinson died a long time ago.
Exactly. And then manifested in that cow, and it was meant for, like, why was it sitting there?
Talking.
Shit that goes in my head. And I'm like, it was meant for us.
Fatal.
I still look in like the ditches to see if it's still there.
Oh my God.
It was gone though. It was gone. What was that all about?
I love
Anyways,
that
let's
stuff
wrap
too.
this fucking shit up because I gotta go to bed.
I was gonna say I love that stuff too. It's just figured I'd just deal with a dead dumpster guy instead of in my house.
Well,
I already had a
Hello there.
hello there.
Hello there.
I already
here.
had a ghost cat. I didn't want anything else.
Well,
At the time, I didn't want anything else.
oh,
But anyways,
hello, Elizabeth.
oh. But if you have had a strange encounter with a Ouija board, or a good one, or you want to tell us what kind of like bad experience that you had, we'll love, send it our way. We'd love to hear it because everybody's experience is different. We don't judge out loud sometimes. No. We don't. But yeah, it's it's a Ouija board's a Ouija board. So let us know what you think. You can post on our postings on Facebook or Instagram, even TikTok if you want, or send us an email at paranormalpodcast@gmail.com. So PAREHNORMAL podcast@gmail.com. And that's it for Ouija boards.
Boom.
I'm going to the goodbye.
I know. I was like, where's my goodbye?
Right there.
Goodbye.
Right there. Would you guys like to say anything before we
Can you guys say
goodbye?
goodbye?
Say
Can you
bye-bye.
say cheerio? Sayonara.
If he says bye-bye.
Anything. Can you
Adios.
say bye? We're leaving. Good night. Anything.
Sweet dreams.
What about you, Chester? You've, other than when you were like, I am here, please recognize me. You guys have anything to say along the lines of goodbye? Because we're going to leave. Wow. And then we're silenced. Really?
I'm
Nothing?
feeling tired.
I'm feeling tired. Good. You're going to bed.
Well, that's good. What about you boys? Are you
We're all
guys
feeling
tired?
tired.
We're
But anyway,
tired
what's
waiting
next
for you
week's-
guys to say anything.
What is next week's episode? Do you remember?
No. Stop demanding that I say goodbye. Fine.
Nobody talks to us.
Nobody talks to us either, dude. So, you know.
I don't know what it is. And I was going to look it up, but I didn't. So deal with that.
I can look it up quickly. I'll just have to look at my pictures. Give me 1 second. Hold
I
on,
can't
everybody.
look it up because I'm on my phone. And then if I do, I will disappear. What do you mean
All right.
demand?
We are
It's
looking.
because I'm demanding that you say something. I'm not demanding that you say something. I'm just simply asking, can you say goodbye or good night? I don't mean to demand anything. Sorry if that's the way you feel.
Okay. Next week's episode. Oh, even better.
Winifred.
It's not Winifred.
Winifred. And he said Winifred. Did they just both say Winifred at the same time?
Yeah.
What?
He literally just said Winifred.
They both said Winifred.
Well, next week is called, the episode is called The Things That Haunt Us. Apparently that's Winifred. Oh, I have an aunt named Winifred.
The guy that haunted my house in England was called Wilfred.
Oh. Well, Winifred was my great aunt.
Well,
She
welcome.
She died when my mom was 16. So it's my grandma's
Oh.
sister. But anyways, yes, next week's episode is titled The Things That Haunt Us. And it is all about our pet peeves in the paranormal world.
Oh, interesting. Well, that would be a
Ooh,
difficult subject.
I have a list. Approach.
Oh, I thought you just said you bitch.
Oh, no, approach.
Good.
Well,
All right. Well, thanks,
You
Winifred.
are enough.
you are
Thank
enough.
you. All right, boys. For reals now, we're leaving. So
We're done.
it's fine. You don't need to say anything because
We're done for
apparently you're
this
not
week.
going to. I was hoping you'd be cool and be like, goodbye, but
Like the last time. Bye-bye.
I know.
Well-
That was you, Chester. All you, buddy. So
Harold's tired, so he's going back to his dark corner behind the door.
is almost. All right. We're going to.
Bye, everyone. See you next week. Have a great week. Enjoy.
Enjoy the
spring.
sunshine.
This is finally back.
Yeah.
Bye.